The King of Fighters, SNK's biggest fighting game franchise, is synonymous with great gameplay,
Yep.
fantastic, highly with memorable lore.
The story so far, part 2.
The King of Fighters 97 Final Battle was an event that which the world has never seen the likes before. As Kyo Kusanagi, Iori Yagami, and Chizuru Kagura, heirs to the ancient three Japanese clans, fought and defeated Orochi. But unknown to everyone, this massive battle was being observed by a shadowy organization,
Whoa.
the cartel known as Nests. After the battle with Orochi, the three heroes lost consciousness. A Nest team used the opportunity to kidnap Kyo for unknown reasons.
So, I know a little bit of, like, history with, like, Ness. I remember looking up, like, fucking, what was it? Origins for K-Dash and whatnot, right? And so Ness is basically, like, as what Neo Geo now says, a drug cartel. I didn't know they were a drug cartel, but they're like a criminal organization that uses, like, Kyo's body for experimentation, and Ness made, like, military clones or like advanced combat clones based off of like Kyo's like blood and like genes. And that's why we have characters like K-Dash and K-Dash K99999. There's also Nameless. And then there's also like other obscure clones like Cooler Diamond, which is like kind of like an antithesis to K-Dash, because Cooler Diamond is all about ice powers. Kusanagi clans are all about like fire users. So definitely very much shows the Kusanagi nature in like some of the clones and shit like that. But this is the saga where we'll get to be introduced to the new protagonist, much more K-Dash, who is like a defect clone on the run from Ness, and is like fighting back. And he'll probably explain it here.
Upon waking up, both Iori and Chizuru were surprised to not find Kyo nearby. Days, weeks, and months would go by, and the world has no idea where Kyo Kusanagi is.
There's like a newspaper for him, that's funny.
The massive King of Fighters 97 battle and fallout was thought to be enough to have the competition cancelled.
So what was this?
King of Fighters
98,
97
99,
battle.
right? There's no 98, right? There's no 98. Why is there like no 98 with like King of Fighters? That's funny considering that like they go through like 94, 95, 96, 97. There's no like 98. I'm just like being like autistic as all. Well, that's a demeaning way of saying it. I'm just being OCD as hell, right? I'm just being OCD as hell because they're supposed to be like fucking 98, and next up will be like 99. So they just like skip that? They just like skip that? Let me see. Let me Google search this shit. Is there a KOF 98? Yeah, there is. There's a King of Fighters 98. King of Fighters 98. Did this have fucking... Oh, it did. What the hell? And why did it go to like... Oh, probably like explain it, right?
And fallout was thought to be enough to have the competition cancelled. But the world was surprised to see new invitations sent to fighters around the world, calling them to a new tournament, the King of Fighters 99. This new tournament would change the competition's format.
Okay, we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. Why is there a King of Fighters 98, right? Let me see. I kind of want to look this up. KOF 98 history. The story so far of Kyo and his clones, the Orochi saga. Oh, there's also Rolfamongers doing fighting game history. Huh. Oh god, there's already like spoilers. The story of Kyo Kusanagi and his clones. So what the hell? I don't even like know. Let me see. King of Fighters. Yeah, they had like a boss, which is Omega Rugal. Huh. Or was like 98 the last one, right? No. 97 was the last of the Orochi saga. But why was like 90... Okay, never mind. I'll probably not think about it too much. Ad break at 9.5 minutes, chat.
Each team will now consist of 4 fighters instead of 3. While the battles themselves are still 3 versus...
Oh yeah, this is this is kind of like a new gameplay update from King of Fighters 97 to like 99, right? So traditional King of Fighters like combat, right? 3v3 combat. It's not a tag based game, but it's more of a team based game. So same like frontman, point, and then reserve at the very end with all of like bars, and it plays like a 1v1 game. But with the addition of a 4th player, you can have like assists around. You could technically set one character as an assist for just an assist and nothing else. So this was like a really cool, interesting gameplay mechanic, but didn't get translated over as it wasn't very KOF-y.
3. The 4th character is dubbed as Striker and can be summoned at any time during the match to help in the fight, but in a limited number of times.
Yep.
Benimaru Nikaido, Kyo Kusanagi's closest friend, received an invitation to be part of a special team made of him, as well as the self-declared Kyo Kusanagi pupil Shingo Yabuki.
Huh.
The 2 other fighters were new to the scene, K-Dash and Maxima.
Ah, so that's where Benimaru comes in. Why does fucking... Who did the artwork for this guy? Who? I would like to know. I would like to say names, right? No, I would like to find names. Who was the artist that like butchered these guys? They look so fucking ugly. Oh my god. What the fuck is up with Benimaru? Why is K-Dash having a bob cut? Why is Maxima looking like that? Ew. Ew. Holy shit. I may be a SNK fan. I like their art, but damn. This art is stretching it a little bit too much for my personal taste. Hell no. Hell no. This looks hot. This looks like some Hot Topic shit. Hell no, bro. Oh my god. Why the fuck does he look like that? Ew.
Both Benimaru and Shingo were confused about the identity of these 2 new fighters, as they have never heard their names and are unknown in the world of martial arts.
Ah, but
Hyder,
yeah.
the leader of the Ikari warriors, has also received an invitation, but decides to not participate. Instead, he orders his mercenaries, Leona, Ruff, and Clark, to join the competition to investigate this year's event. As for the 4th member, Hyden recruits a new mercenary to the squad,
Yep.
the young military member, Sally, who goes by the name Whip, as she is an expert in using and controlling a whip as a weapon. Many fighters join the competition to prove their strength, including the Fatal Fury team, the Art of Fighting team, and the Korea team. Other teams are coming to hopefully find answers, like the Psycho Soldiers team, where its longtime member C. Kensu mysteriously lost his powers, only for them to reappear in another person, the young child known as Bao, who also joins the team for this iteration of the King of Fighters. As for Iori, Kyo's disappearance haunted him, and he decided to do his own investigation, which made him aware of the Nest cartel as he saved Kyo's girlfriend Yuki from being abducted by the evil organization. Iori would...
Aww, look at Iori being a good guy. He is the Sasuke, man. He is the Sasuke. God damn it. I hate that it's a thing for him, right? I hate that it's like a legit thing for him, but it makes sense, right? Of course, because he is the. I mean, I've been saying like Sasuke, but yeah, he will do anything for Kyo Kusanagi, and then I'm gonna kill him and rip his nutsack off.
Spent months hunting down Ness bases looking for his archenemy Kyo. The King of Fighters tournament has begun. Fighters from around the world were taking on each other in the new 4-team format. Hydern, who was monitoring the suspicious tournament, confirmed from the satellite a mysterious image of many individuals looking very similar to Kyo Kusanagi, all exiting suspicious crafts all over the world. The King of Fighters 99 ran its course, and the new hero team made of Benimaru, Shingo, K-Dash, and Maxima has won the event.
Oh hell yeah!
The winning team was then transported to an underground facility to meet the organizer of this year's event. He revealed
And it's
himself
Chrysalid.
as Chrysalid, and he surprisingly looked like K-Dash. To Benimaru and Shingo's surprise, Chrysalid thanks K-Dash and Maxima for their hard work, revealing they were agents of Ness all along. The goal of this tournament was to gather fighters' data and use them to activate a number of clones that were created from Kyo's DNA, after Ness kidnapped him following the Battle of Orochi. Chrysalid also reveals that K-Dash is another clone made from Chrysalid's own DNA, created using the same technology.
So I thought it was like, I guess that makes sense why they're so similar, at least like in skin tone. At least like in skin tone, because I thought it would be like a K-Dash like clone defect, you know, and he's just like on the run. But no, he's actually a Chrysalid, and Chrysalid's like the leader of the, well, kind of leader. Look at his fucking bulge just like sticking out of, oh man. Chrysalid's ready, and K-Dash is not presenting his own bulge. But yeah, like, I could see the explanation why. Like, it's not Kyo Kusanagi for K-Dash, but it's Chrysalid for K-Dash. Huh. So he was made by using this guy's fucking DNA sperm, and that's how fucking K-Dash came to be.
Technology as the Kyo clones. A reveal that shocked K-Dash to his core. To finalize the mission, Chrysalid orders K-Dash and Maxima to collect what he calls the trigger data.
The killer
The data
instinct!
that would grant the clones the ability to kill people. The killer instinct. K-Dash and Maxima stood still. Unknown to all of them, Kyo Kusanagi has recently woke up in one of the Nest lab in the same underground facility. Looking for answers, an exhausted Kyo started making his way towards the area where a massive battle is about to begin. K-Dash and Maxima, furious at the revelation of how controlled and manipulated their lives were, decide to ignore Chrysalid's order and join Benimaru and Shingo in an attempt to stop the clone's activation. After a grand battle, K-Dash defeats Chrysalid.
There you go. Good job,
On his
K-Dash.
defeat, a mysterious voice tells Chrysalid that he had failed and is no longer needed. Ness then remotely destroys the base after retrieving the battle data, severely wounding Chrysalid in the process.
Oh, yeah, that's
As the
grim.
base starts collapsing, Kyo Kusanagi made his way to the battleground and for a few seconds is reunited with Benimaru and Shingo. Kyo and K-Dash exchange stares. Both fighters knew they are connected to each other. And for a few seconds is reunited with Benimaru and Shingo. Kyo and K-Dash exchange stares. Both fighters knew they are connected to each other, as Kyo's DNA was infused with K-Dash's one to create the ultimate Nest fighter.
Yeah. So it's also okay, it's also true that like the K-Dash DNA, but there's also like fucking alright, I'm trying to like connect the dots over here. So like Kyo Kusanagi, who after like the 97 tournament was abducted by the drug cartel Ness, and Ness experimented with his body and created like different like Kyo Kusanagi clones with the intent of gathering as much data as possible to gather like the fucking killer instinct gene. And Kyo Kusanagi's genes have been spread through other clones such as Chrysalid, but it also spread to K-Dash, and K-Dash has not only Chrysalid's genes, which is why he looks very much like him in terms of like skin tone, but also K-Dash, but also Kyo's clone. Kyo is like unofficial daddy. He's like he's like the fertility bank. He's like a donor to the fertility bank of some shit, and thus created like all the KO clones.
Benimaru and Shingo safely made it outside the base, but Kyo was nowhere to be seen, as the hero decides to go his separate way to find who is behind the Nest cartel and destroy them. The evil organization tried to dispose of K-Dash and Maxima, but were unsuccessful.
Oh.
The ex-Nest fighters then decide it is time to take control of their lives, to rebel, and destroy the cartel themselves.
Let's go.
Making their way through the debris, the Ikari warriors were looking for survivors inside the destroyed Nest base. Whip will then find her way into the area where the last battle took place and found Chrysalid badly injured. He calls Whip his sister and asks her why she left the cartel years ago. Whip asks him whether he can recall his father's face, to which Chrysalid says he cannot. Whip tells Chrysalid that he was K-Dash's clone and not the opposite, and that she is not his sister. Moments later, Chrysalid presumably dies. Months would go by.
Wait. What the fuck is this extra plot twist? What the fuck is this? Okay. It's a fighting game. I should know better than this, Kaiser. But what the fuck is that shit? Whip comes along by as like a secret like
at the destroyed Nest base. Whip will then find her way into the area where the last battle took place and found Chrysalid badly injured. He calls Whip his sister.
How are they alike? What the fuck?
And ask her why she left the cartel years ago.
Also, Whip was like a secret like Nest agent or something?
Whip asked him whether he can recall his father's face, to which Chrysalid says he cannot. Whip tells Chrysalid that he was K-Dash's clone.
He was K-Dash's clone. So K-Dash. So Chrysalid was made out of K-Dash's clones. So now we have to put the fucking branches all the way over. So Kyoko Kusanagi, then K-Dash, and from K-Dash to Chrysalid.
And not the opposite, and that she is not his sister. Moments later, Chrysalid presumably dies.
But what's the thing with wait, what the fuck?
Months would go by, and the Nest organization remained silent and in the shadows. Hyder, trying to figure out the cartel's next move, was instructed by his friend and commander Link to bring down K-Dash and Maxima, as the two have been responsible for what was believed to be terrorist attacks. The truth was that these attacks were solely on secret Nest bases, as the two warriors are on a mission to bring the organization down.
Oh, there you go.
A new KOF was announced. Link wanted to learn more about K-Dash and Maxima, so he...
This guy looks very, very familiar. That's not Link, that's someone else, bro. That's like... I know this guy, he is a boss character, but we'll see, right?
Instructed two of his secret agents, Vanessa and Seth, to form two teams and enter the tournament. First, Vanessa would approach the famous Lucha Libre, Ramon, to join her and team up with the two fugitives, K-Dash and Maxima. As for Seth, his mission was to investigate the secretive Hizoku clan and its mysterious missing leader, Ron. Seth finds Lin.
So, I remember Seth, and he was like a cool guy in one of like the mobile games, King of Fighters All-Stars. I like his look. I don't like the fucking like little white hair piece that he got going on his head, like a fucking mohawk. So, he was sent to find the missing leader of like an assassination clan, the Hizoku clan.
and its mysterious missing leader Ron. Seth finds Lin, another member of the Hizoku, who also searches for his missing leader. The two, along with his old friend Benimaru,
Why is Benimaru always like chilling with this like this douche canoe hype, this douche canoe like doofus over here? So previous game was fucking K-Dash and Maxima. Now he's like safeguarding. Now he's like in this shit with fucking Lin, like assassination guy. Secret Agent Seth.
and Shingo form the new Benimaru team.
And of course, more
As
teams.
usual, many teams return, and the King of Fighters 2000 has started, with the new K-Dash team making it to the finals. But before
Alright.
they could find the truth about this year's event, K-Dash was attacked by a mysterious young warrior, Kula Diamond. Kula was a product of Ness, and her codename was Anti-K-Dash.
Yep.
She was built as the opposite of K-Dash and can control ice. To prevent a similar scenario like K-Dash's betrayal, Kula was always accompanied and monitored by an android, Candy, as well as two of Ness' top agents, Foxy and Diana.
So I know like these two, like Foxy and Diana, they were like part of like Kula Diamond's like crew back when she was like introduced, and I remember them being in like fucking outros in KOF 13. But I didn't know about this like android girl. What the fuck? What's this? This like sexy pose fucking android over here? This like try hard Android 18 over here with no skin. What the fuck is this? I mean, they look cute. They look cool. But damn, I did not know anything about them. So yeah, I remember Kula Diamond's like origins. She was supposedly the antithesis of K-Dash, and so what I'm hearing the reason is that she was sent by Ness so that they could prevent another K-Dash and prevent him from stopping the organization. Okay.
Despite her strength, Kula could not defeat K-Dash and was forced to retreat. Around the same time, Link and his associates betray Hyder and revealed his true intention of powering up the space station weapon known as the Zero Cannon.
The Zero Cannon,
Link
what the
then
fuck?
orders to have the King of Fighters victors, the hero team, brought to him. It turned out that the real Link was murdered a while ago and was replaced by the supposed Ness high-ranking officer Zero.
Yep,
However,
that's him. So the Link was just a clone, and this guy Zero, yeah, he looks like a mustache mafia bro. What the fuck? And so this is another boss character.
Zero's real plan was to destroy Nest using his space-based weapon and create a new world order where he is the only ruler.
Oh my.
In order to power
First of all, that doesn't make any sense because, like, why would you want to obliterate the Earth so that you be the only one left standing? You know, you realize that, like, if you do that, there's no one else to rule, right? That's like an inconvenient, like, plot case, right? Like, I want to rule the world by eliminating the world. Fuck, by eliminating the worlds, you'll make yourself better? Like, what the fuck? Some, like, weird, like, practical what the fucks.
up the dangerous weapon, Zero used KOF to harness the energy of the fighters through the Nest generators, which allowed him to operate the Zero Cannon for the first time.
Oh, that's not kosher at all. That's not kosher. That's definitely not kosher at all. Oh god, why did I stop there? Let's go back. So what Ness wanted to do in this one is like gather up all the data and use it on a cannon so that it obliterates fucking the world. And what was it? Like, after like Kula Diamond like dies, she like retreat.
Same time, Link and his associates betray Hyder and
Okay.
revealed his true intention of powering up the space station weapon known as the Zero Cannon.
Okay.
Link then orders to have the King of Fighters victors, the hero team, brought to him. It turned out that the real Link was murdered a while ago and was replaced by the supposed Nest high-ranking officer Zero.
Yep.
However, Zero's real plan was to destroy Nest, only using his space-based weapon and create a new world order where he is the only ruler. In the fighters through the and in an instant wipes out an entire city off the map. Zero's next step is to power the generator once more, using the energy from his next battle against the hero team, then use it to destroy Nest and the world with it. The final battle between Zero and the new hero team has begun. K-Dash and his teammates were able to subdue Zero, but before they could end the match, Zero attempts to use the cannon once more, yet the weapon malfunctioned, as it turned out that Nest agents Foxy and Diana have changed the control of the weapon and aimed it at Zero himself.
Oh.
Hydern.
So Foxy and Leona,
Yet
right?
the weapon malfunctioned, as it turned out that Nest agents Foxy and Diana
Foxy
have
and
changed the
Diana.
control of the weapon and aimed it at Zero himself.
Oh, okay.
Hydern, taking advantage of the moment, removes the weapon remote control from Zero's hand.
He's like, hiya!
Simultaneously, Kula, along with Candy, went to orbit and destroyed the space weapon.
Ah, okay.
The explosion sent the young Nest operative falling through space, only to be protected by her android ally, Candy, calling
Aw.
Kula her friend. Candy's robot body does not survive the fall, but this act changes something in Kula forever. As the Zero cannon debris fell down to Earth, Vanessa and Ramon safely make it out of the base, while Whip from the Ikari Warriors finds the dying Zero, who reveals to her that she is also a product of Nests, a clone herself.
A clone?
Furious at the reveal, Whip shoots Zero, ending the life of the double agent Nest operative. As for K-Dash, the ex-Nest fighter had a vision, a lost memory taken from him years ago, of a little girl whom he called his sister.
So,
After snapping out of the daydream, K-Dash and Maxima find themselves in front of Whip. K-Dash realizes that she looks exactly like the grown-up version of the little girl he saw in his vision. As the satellite debris kept falling, K-Dash, Maxima, and Whip decide to join forces and take down Nest together. Both K and Whip knowing deep down that they are related.
Oh wow, that's some hella plot twist on top of like plot twist, right? So let me just like recap. So like the first thing was like, what was it? Kula Diamond, right? After like the defeat of Mexican mustache mafia master Zero, Zero, if I like to call him. He tries to like blow up another city, but then gets betrayed by Foxy and Diana. And with Kula Diamond, right? She like recovered from the last battle with K-Dash and was sent hurling to the earth, while with Candy saving her ass. Then Ramon and Vanessa have like a kind of lovey-dovey moment. God, I want to play Ramon so bad. And Zero calls Whip a clone. But a clone of who? Like, who is like Whip connected to, like in terms of like DNA, right?
Furious at the reveal.
And then like after the battle, K-Dash has a memory of a little girl crying, and she sees like a resemblance in Whip, the hidden Nest operative, and also clone, and they are now a team and are ready to take down the Nest cartel. So wait, that like begs the question, like who is K-Dash like from? Who is K-Dash originally outside of like being a clone? Just like trying to like find himself in like in all this like crazy
of the
journey.
Little girl he saw in his vision. Deciding deep, almost a year would go by, The incident, which saw an entire city wiped off the globe with the use of the Zero Cannon, was reported to be the result of an artificial satellite crashing down to Earth. While many people were hoping for the tournament cancellation, somehow the event exponentially grew in
Oh, that makes sense. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense, right? You know, mythical creatures, right? Mythical creatures fucking up an entire stadium, right? No problem. We could just rebuild that shit again. Let's do another KOF, but a terrorist attack from a satellite? Yeah, I mean, that makes sense, right? But damn, it doesn't, like, translate well. Like, just because it's a satellite doesn't make it, like, it doesn't, like, put into someone's mind, oh, that could be a terrorist attack, but in here, that's a terrorist attack. I'm like, okay, sure. I mean, it's kind of, like, jiving with the times, maybe. As, like, what I originally said, not kosher at all. Ugh.
Of an artificial satellite crashing down to Earth. While many people were hoping for the tournament cancellation, somehow the event exponentially grew in popularity again, which led to the King of Fighters 2001 to be announced. And with that came the unexpected announcement that an official team from NES is entering the tournament, marking the first time the shadowy organization is officially stepping into the light.
Oh.
The tournament kept the 4 members team setting, but this time each team can decide how many fighters and how many strikers it can have per match.
Oh.
The trio of K-Dash, Maxima and Whip will enter the latest tournament along with Lin. As for the NES team, it was made of the cartel's latest creations, K49 and Angel, as well as Foxy and Kula.
K49 and Angel.
The 2 agents responsible for destroying the Zero Cannon, as well as team, it was made of the cartel's latest creations, K49 and Angel, as well as Foxy and Kula, the 2 agents responsible for destroying the Zero Cannon in the previous year.
Okay.
NES' goal behind the new tournament is to gather all their enemies in one place and finally destroy them once and for all.
Of course.
K49 was the 9,999th clone of Kyo, and was made to be the perfect weapon for the organization.
Yeah, but literally, as what we talked about with this guy, he is the fucking, Akira, and we all know by the movie Akira, or Tetsuo, this guy's based off of Tetsuo from the movie Akira, and we all know Tetsuo, he was, like, a powerful entity, but he can't control it. Like, look at it, the fucking, like, arm in the background there. They had to, like, stop his ass after, like, some KOFs after him, because, you know, I think it was, like, the studio that, like, sued SNK for, like, making a blatant, like, copy knockoff of Tetsuo with the fucking meaty hand. And so he wouldn't, like, appear until quote unquote in KOF 15 as Cronin. But he's essentially K49 and Nameless together, and they had like a baby, and that's Cronin.
Yet he was emotionally unstable and quickly to lose his temper.
That's Tetsuo for you. That's Tetsuo. That's literally fucking Tetsuo from Akira.
He also does not trust Foxy and Kula and prefers to work only with Angel, with whom he gets along. Kula, on the other hand, has been questioning her existence ever since the incident that caused Candy's destruction. She also feels some sort of bond to K-Dash that she cannot explain, even though she knew she was born to destroy him. Another surprise return to the tournament is Kyo Kusanagi. The hero has been on a mission since he escaped from Nest's grasp to destroy the organization. He teams up with Benimaru, Goro Daimon, and Shingo to form the Japan team once again.
Again. Oh, excuse me. Again, what the fuck is this artist? No, this is not the same artist, but some like characters look really weird. Like Goro looks actually fucking accurate, right? With this like artist, but I don't know who the fuck made Shingo not a doofus into like some kind of like ego doofus. And what the fuck is with Kyo and Benny, man? Some, like, things don't make sense. Some things don't make sense here.
As for Iori, he was approached by Seth to join his team with Vanessa and Ramon. While he first refused, he quickly changed his mind and accepted once he heard that Kyo is going to be at the event. The tournament began. Fighters old and new duked it out on the international level. Many matches brought unforgettable moments. The new hero team of K-Dash, Maxima, Whip and Lin won the competition and were invited on board of a blimp as part of the ceremony. However, the blimp was in fact a spaceship in disguise that started ascending to space.
Of
taking
course.
the winners to the real base of the Ness cartel.
Of course.
Inside the spaceship, a similar
This is where we get the OG Zero, where Zero in the previous game was like a clone, Mustache Mafia Mexican Master, 4M Zero, right? 04M. This is where we get like the OG Zero, Zero original, right? He's like the guy with like the slick back gray hair, and he has like a lion, an actual fucking lion. So this is him, huh?
Figure made its entrance. It's Zero, the real Zero, revealing the Ness double agents that was defeated in the previous tournament was a mere clone. The new Zero challenges the winning team to a match. He was accompanied by his genetically engineered black pet lion Glugan. Chrysalis, who was presumed by his the new Zero challenges the winning team to a match. He was accompanied by his genetically engineered black pet lion Glugan.
Yeah, that's like the funniest shtick about him. Zero, like the original, has like a fucking pet lion. How fucking manly as that, bro? That's some man shit, bro. What the hell? Yo, he just has like a pet lion running around him at like all times. Holy shit. His name is Glugan.
Chrysalid, who was presumed dead at the end of the King of Fighters 99, and Ron, the Hisoka leader that Lin has been searching for. The hero team managed to defeat Zero and his teammates moments before the ship docked at the Ness base in orbit. Zero urges the hero team to go forward before his ship gets destroyed, killing Zero, Chrysalid, Glugan, and apparently Ron. At the same time, and with no reason, Foxy and Kula were attacked from behind by K49 and Angel, in tandem with another massive reveal that is about to take place.
Okay.
Back in the Ness main base, K-Dash and his teammates are now face to face with the leader of the cartel, the man named Ness. But not for long, as it turns out Ness was murdered a long time ago by his son Ignis without the cartel knowing. Ignis was using a virtual image pretending that his father is still the one calling the shots. Proclaiming himself a god, Ignis shocked the winning team by revealing that he was the one behind their creation and memory manipulation. Before he challenges them to their final fight, Ignis decided to restore their memories as he wanted to find them at full power.
What the fuck is this like Chad ass? What the fuck is this like arrogant ass like Chad over here? So, the ultimate like cartel leader for Ness is a guy named Ignis, and he literally did like the Dead Silence thing, like plot twist at the very end, where in Dead Silence it's like a low budget like horror movie about killer puppets, ghost puppets. The ultimate shock twist at the end was like the ghost puppet possesses like the heir of like her bloodline and uses like the main protagonist's father as like a living human puppet and like beguiles him so that he can like kill him at the very end. So Ignis did like a fucking Dead Silence thing to his father, and he proclaims himself as a god. He was the reason behind all of the clones' memories and fucked upness, and so what he did is restored their memories, and this is a fucking like Vegeta like Cell moment, right? Yo, get your full ass power, okay? I'll fight you when you're a man. That's what like Ignis is doing. That's what Ignis is doing, bro.
Took place unlike anything K-Dash and his teammates have ever seen. But with the combined might of the heroes, Ignis was defeated. Unable to accept his loss, he declares himself a devil, and one that will destroy as many lives as possible.
Wow, really?
Ignis launches the space station hurling towards Earth. Kula, seeing the base falling, rushes down towards the descent zone. Luckily, and presumably thanks to Ron who was still alive, the station was diverted towards the water. The heroes
Oh, thank
survived
God.
the fall. Kula, who jumped underwater, was saved by K-Dash. A new bond was formed between these two ex-Nest agents. Standing ashore, looking at the impact zone, K-Dash, Maxima, and Whip decide to join forces with the now reformed Kula and Foxy. And a new
Hey.
saga for these warriors is about to begin, as Nest is finally destroyed.
Nice.
As for K49 and Angel, they decided to leave their Nest lives behind and would not be heard from for a very long time. Somewhere
And then the
would not
foreshadow.
be heard from for a very long time.
Yep, the foreshadow. The foreshadow. I like that, Neo Geo now. So, okay.
Somewhere, not far from the tournament venue, Kyo and Iori are finally about to have the battle they both longed for. But who would win? The answer to that question still goes unanswered.
Yep, and that's where...
I hope you guys enjoyed this video from
Yeah, but this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool, right? So, like... So, just to, like, recap, like, not the Ash Saga, that's what we'll be, like, getting into later, right? But the Nest Saga was, like... I think it's, like, kind of like a more entertaining saga for KOF, more than any... No. I wouldn't say entertaining. It's entertaining in the sense that it's, like, so convoluted to shit. Right? Like, at least, like, the Orochi made a little bit more sense because, you know, bloodlines and shit like that, that was, like, the whole thing behind it, right? You can't escape your past, or you can't escape, like, the destiny that's, like, about you with fucking Kyo, Iori, and Chizuru, that there's always going to be some, like, evil that resurfaces in there. But this one... But this one, like, I get the thematics of, like, the Nest Saga, which is, like, the whole thing is about, like, clones, and with K-Dash's, like, storyline is about, like, finding yourself, or, like, finding out who you are. That's, like, the whole message behind the K-Dash, like, K-Dash team, like, mantra. They're just, like, clones that were born out of, like, the comatose carcass of fucking Kyo Kusanagi, and they are just trying to, like, rebel against the drug cartel Nest that makes up the most wackiest fucking comical villain horseshit for evil criminal fighting organizations there is. You know, gather the data of every fighter so that they could, like, end the world and become the ruler. And apparently so with, like, Ignis, right? With Ignis, blonde-haired fuckface McGee is, like, a self-proclaimed god. I'll still won't forgive the bullshit that he did, which is, like, restore their memories so that I can beat your ass fair and square. But he is a god. That's just, like, fucking tilting or, like, triggering the opponents at their own game, right? Like, it's all fun and games until you piss off a god, and then the god goes extra angry. Ow. Ow, my ears. But yeah, like, fuck. It's definitely some of the more wackier versions of KOF, right? Even though, like, it's entertaining, right? Even though it's entertaining, but fuck that storyline is so goddamn weird. It's so goddamn convoluted, right? I hope it doesn't get convoluted with, like, the Ash Saga, right? I'm expecting, like, a good, like, time with the Ash Saga, because the Ash Saga, I really don't know.